We'll try this for a third time. Yeah, meanie. We can go take a look at those here in a little bit. Usually, what I'll do is I'll hang out here for a little while, and then we'll go look at all the cars because I'll go show one of the cars or look in the engine, and then I'll come back here and set it up, and somebody else will come in and go, "I want to see that. I want to see that car," and then I'll go back there, and then I come back, and they're like, "I want to see the other car." So usually, what I do is I'll go on here for a little bit, and then we'll take a little look see of all of them. Man, I am having some technical difficulties tonight. I think YouTube is messing up. I couldn't even get it to turn on the TV. There we go. There we go. I got so many phones working over here. All right. I think I got it worked out. Little Robert, I'm glad you said that because usually when I come out here, I got YouTube on the TV playing some smooth jazz or some cool music. Cool as in like smooth, soothing, cool. And it wouldn't even open and everything else would. And then I was on live I got TikTok on one device and I got YouTube on another one. And everybody on YouTube was telling me my sound was muted. And then I went to look at it on another device and it was like, you've set it to private. And I was like, I don't know what's going on over there on YouTube. Or the YouTube, maybe it's run by the government now and then it shut down and people have left. I don't know. But it seems to be working now. Son, I'm over here just trying to promote my automotive YouTube channel and TikTok. I basically pay the shop bills for people that can't afford to make their vehicles safe or operational, and I come on here and try to promote it. And hopefully it get people to subscribe and follow along with the whole journey in the project. And eventually those subscriptions and follows will turn into a way to pay for all of the vehicles that I fix for people. Holy green's green thick. Appreciate little Robert. Thick, that's the fourth time you said green screen, but it is literally my shop out here at Auxland, the automotive complex. Appreciate it, little Robert. I need like have any paper up here? Somebody told me to throw a tennis ball back there. But hey, Thick, here's the deal though. Like I'm out here promoting my automotive nonprofit, but if you don't believe me, I'll go walk back there to a car, but you got to follow. in order for me to do that. Basically, what I do is I pay the shop bills, garage bills, maintenance bills for people that can't afford to make their vehicle safe or operational when I can afford it. Small nonprofit. It's a 501c3 in the state of Tennessee. It is a tax exempt nonprofit, and when I can, I fix people's cars for people that can't afford to make them safe or operational. Well, that was scary. What's up, question? What's up, Thick? What's your question? Beres. Sprechen Sie Deutsch? Hello from Boris. That's where my people are from way back in the day. Germany. There's no price on it there over on YouTube. So back in my shop in one of the doors, I've got like one of those gymnastic mats or those workout mats sitting up because I've got the door halfway open and I've got an internet signal booster on it. And the mat started falling down and it just started like the Velcro was rubbing against the door and it was just going like a little creature or something was trying to get in the shop. I didn't know what it was, but so there's a lot of coyotes out here. I'm kind of out in the middle of nowhere. Hey, Thick, what was your question? I missed it. No, oh, let me turn this screen up. That's what my problem is. Barris, I don't speak German, but that's where... the matter of fact, the last person in my family that spoke German died in 1992, and she lived to be 102. It was like my my great aunt, because everybody went from Germany to Detroit. Sand Mountain, hey, thanks for hanging out. You know what I'm doing over here. In fact, let me just turn this screen up too. There we go. I can see me. Let's be friends, little Robert. We'll be friends forever. That's a Saved by the Bell reference. Yeah, Slippery Duck. Usually I'll do this for a couple hours, promote my automotive nonprofit, and then towards the end of it, we'll just take a walk around, and I'll show you all of them. Usually what happens is somebody will just pop in and they'll be like, show me this car. And then we'll go back and look at it, and then I'll come back and set the camera up. Because I got TikTok on one device and I got YouTube on another. And as soon as I get back over here, somebody's like, show me the 74. That's a 1979 Ford F-150. That's kind of one of those, the nonprofit trucks. where the parts I buy are tax exempt because I'm getting that running for a family who's owned that truck since it was new, and it's been in the family for a couple of generations. And it caught fire a few years ago. I ended up finding a donor truck up in Kentucky that had all of the parts I needed, the carburetor and the distributor and the ignition coil and some of the wiring harness. And I got it running. I got to put a fuel tank in it, and then hopefully I can get it back to the people that own it so the elders in the family can take it for a ride one more time. Master of memes over here on YouTube, you are correct. That is a 1969 Dodge Charger. Generally replica. You know, the square bodies did the same thing that the Chargers kind of did, where all of a sudden everybody wanted them because they're awesome for one, but then the price of them went up ridiculous. Little Robert, did he guess this one right here, the green one? I think I'm going to do live tonight and then tomorrow night. I'll give it a break for a little bit. Throughout the week, I do it at a different location. I've got a 69 Imperial that was owned by somebody named Pawpaw. Slippery duck. That's what happened when I got back into cars in like 2019. I spent a good chunk of my adult life raising my daughter, and then as she got older and I decided to get back into working on cars, I wanted to find another Charger because I used to have two 68s. Still got the 69, and in 2019, 2020, the cheapest one I could find was $14,000 for a rusted out body with no interior, no glass, no engine. And I was like, well, that's out of my price range. That's where I ended up finding this 1968 Chrysler 300 right here, because it was only $2,500. Same drivetrain that I'm used to. So then I kind of got into the C bodies, and after I got the 68 done, I found this 74. After I got it done, I found a 69 Imperial. It's in another building out here at Auxland, the automotive complex that houses AuxAuto, the automotive nonprofit that provides financial mechanical assistance to people that depend on their transportation for a living. And after the 69 Imperial, I found a 69 Newport that I bought so I could take the parts and some of the frame and structure off to fix the Imperial. This one looks like a 95. 79, close. Seth, I wish I had the RT. Yeah, it's pretty long. I didn't know too much about 70s Fords until I picked that one up to fix it for the family that owns it. And I've learned quite a bit about them. So I'm primarily a Mopar guy. Grew up a GM kid, migrated over to Mopars, and I got a deep fascination and appreciation for the Ford Motor Company. Slippery duck. Most weekends I actually drove this 1969 Plymouth Roadrunner up to Michigan in June. It was a total of about 1,200 miles. But I took all back roads and county roads and farm roads. So it took 12 hours to get up to Michigan from Tennessee. And I split it up. So I drove 6 hours, stayed at a Airbnb, and then drove 6 hours the next day. And then on the way back, I did the same thing. But if I got a car show or something to go to, I use a lot of car shows and car meets to go to promote my automotive nonprofit, which is AuxAuto. But sometimes I'll just get in them and drive around the country. Right now, just right now, at this one moment in time, in this particular juncture in the universe of the stars that have aligned in this universe of the galaxy, every car in the shop runs. Only right now, because it's a rare thing. I had everything up and running, and then the starter went out in my 68, so then it no longer ran. But I fixed that last weekend. Little Robert, I had a 64 and a half Mustang I was working on in here. I was getting it running for a family. Basically on that one, that's one of those ones where it's not really a necessity, but the people that own that Mustang, they're doing pretty good in life. So I got it running for them after it was sitting for about 15 years, and and then as payments for it, they made a donation to AuxAuto, which is tax exempt. You can claim it on your taxes as a donation, and that's the route that they did with it, which also funded the next AuxAuto Assist that I did. That was back when I did, I think it was about 9 or 10 of them. I've done 15 of them so far to the tune of about 15,000 bucks. Oh, Judy, little Robert, Judy taught me right. I've always had this, originally back in the day, I wanted to become really successful playing music. And that didn't really happen. But I wanted to be successful playing music and then kind of combine my appreciation of the automotive industry with nonprofit stuff. And I had the unique opportunity back in like 2005 to be a part of a documentary movie that turned into a nonprofit company that ended up raising $2.5 million for the #1 genetic killer of children in the world. And that turned into a nonprofit. So I kind of got to see how that whole industry works and the impact that it can have. So fast forward a bunch of years, I get the ability to finally do it in 2021. So I started AuxAuto, and I get to make stupid videos and come on here and promote my automotive nonprofit, but as a real venture. And that's kind of how it came to be. Yeah, it's slippery. I actually, at this place that I'm at, Auxland, that I call the automotive complex, I've got another building over here. Not like a building like you would think in a city, but another structure. And in there, the first floor is kind of like a memorabilia room for all of the things that I never really got rid of, like a lot of die-cast cars and pictures and stuff like that. But yeah, I like those too. I like collecting those and collecting like models of cars that I built in the past. When it gets really cold, I'll probably do lives from in there. Yeah, little Robert, I can't walk to there because what happens is, like, that's where the internet is, and I've got a booster out here. So if I walk from here to there, it'll switch the internets and then it'll cut off my signal. But I do have a video all over on YouTube. It's called the Auxland Tour, and I'm kind of due to do another one because I think the last one was about a year ago. Because when I bought this place, I had to do a lot of work to it. The structure that I'm talking about I had to take all of it's all metal walls, but I had to take all of them off, take all of the old insulation out, dispose of it biohazardly, and then replace all the insulation and put the walls back in, which took a couple of weeks to do in a hazmat suit. And so I kind of documented that journey, but I haven't really done an update, so I'm kind of due one. Maybe I should do that this weekend. Finally got YouTube to make some sound. I got TikTok on one device. Look at my hands. And I got YouTube on the other one. I was earlier today, I was putting a new electrical wiring configuration into a friend's 2000 Jeep. And I have yet to wash my hands. I'm not in Mexico, but I appreciate it. Slippery, I'm an everything person. I've emotionally been drawn to Mopars, but I grew up a GM kid, and I've got a fascination with the Ford Motor Company. And I've got a lot of family that worked for Ford back in the 20s and the 30s and the 50s, and in the my great aunt was a secretary during the Ford versus Ferrari days. She worked over there. Llama Boy, it's real. And no, I haven't killed a deer. We grew up playing sports, and when we'd go shooting, we'd just go target shooting and shoot pumpkins. But usually when we got up at 3:30 in the morning, it was to drive to a football game or a baseball game or a soccer game. Llama Boy, that background is real as the last 30 years of putting together projects and trying to find a place to put them. '86 Mustang. Justin, you've been drinking. Oh, black picture up arrow. What green screen do you speak of? Llama Boy and person with no name, I can, but what I'm doing here is promote my automotive nonprofit. I basically pay the shop bills for people that can't afford to make their vehicle safe or operational. I come in here and promote my nonprofit, AuxAuto, and showcase some of the things that I have. So I will go touch a car, but you got to follow along to my program that I'm trying to do here. Welcome back, KAR. Listen, I'm not one of those fakers that have a green screen that's trying to sell you a course or trying to get you to be an Amazon affiliate or trying to tell you that you can make $10,000, $50,000 in a month. Those guys really grind my gears. But no, it's not a green screen. It's real. It's my shop. It's my safe haven. It's my escape. I unfortunately lose some of the folks that come in and say it's a green screen, then they bolt. But if they hang out for a minute, I'll be more than happy to prove it. Slippery. No, this one right here is a 74 New Yorker. And this one way back here is a 68 300. Appreciate it, Super Jeff. Monkey, I don't really have a favorite. I've got things that I like about all of them because they all kind of got their different stories, and I've done my genealogy on each one of them. And like the Roadrunner over here has got a pretty extensive paper trail, but I like them all for different reasons. They drive different. I feel like the people that come in and claim that I'm a green screen, excusez-moi, are the same ones that buy into the Amazon FBA courses and the one-on-ones and the people that are promoting their Instagram that claim they make $30,000 a month. Jeremiah, favorite NASCAR driver of all time is Dale. He's that's the guy. But I also really like Jimmy Johnson. And I was also a fan of Jeff Gordon, even though the Dale Earnhardt fans didn't like that. But I haven't watched NASCAR in a few years. Like Carson. Carson thinks it's a green screen. So Carson is either going to hang out until I can prove it, or Carson is one of the people that buys into the people selling courses and Amazon FBAs and the one-on-ones. Just saying, that's my observation. Monkey, my dream car. What's up, that ghost? Welcome back. Man, it was always the Charger. But you know, you always my dream car right now is a 81 DeLorean time machine. That's what I would like to build next. How can I get into cars and auto like yourself? Like, what can you do? Find you a piece of junk sitting in a field. Convince the person that owns it that you want to buy it. Go to YouTube, learn everything you can learn about it, and then get it running. What's my best car? You know, that's tough. Because I don't know if I have a best car. If you want to talk about like value, I would say it's probably that Roadrunner because it's all original. Original engine, transmission, interior, paint, and paperwork. I'd say that probably would be. Although this Charger, I have the original engine to it. It's actually just right here. Nathan, you know, I haven't really run into that a lot. Or at least they don't confront me about it when I'm driving it. Monkey, this one right here is a 1974 Chrysler New Yorker. Bro him, nonetheless. Appreciate it, Chase. Where did the last green screen naysayer go? Did they stick around? They leave already. They probably went to go pay somebody for a one-on-one course or learn how to be a drop shipper or a Amazon FBA seller or how to buy a Lamborghini. SRT, there we go. We got another naysayer in here. Appreciate it, Jonathan. I'm a big fan of that too. Carson, it's not a green screen, but here's the deal. Like, I'm promoting my automotive nonprofit in here, and I'll go prove it, but this is the deal because so many people come in and they say it's fake, but I'm not one of those Lambo kids that has a Lamborghini and tries to sell you a course to say you can be who I am because they're such an influential person. But you got to follow along to my AuxAuto automotive nonprofit. It's an actual tax exempt 501c3 in the state of Tennessee. I'm telling you, Carson, here's the thing. You follow, I literally walk back there. I've had this car since the late 90s. I bought this car from White County, Tennessee. It's a 68 300. I bought this from Athens, Tennessee. I bought this from Cookeville, Tennessee. It comes from Georgia, and this car is out of Nashville. But I want to know what you want me to do in order to prove that it's not a green screen. As I'm not trying to sell you anything. I don't even have my Venmo and my Cash App. I'm not even asking for money. I'm just asking for you to support my automotive nonprofit. I mean, you know the deal, though. Uh, 51. It's a 79 F-150 back there. I mean, you can follow and then unfollow later, but I feel like if you follow and then I prove it, you could at least hang out for, a couple months. I can't sell it, Jonathan. That would be against my code that I gave to myself. Dalton, I do claim Nashville, but right now here in my shop, I'm out in the middle of nowhere, but the closest place is Nashville. But absolutely, I claim Nashville. Still waiting on Carson. No, I don't have any Mustangs. Mason, don't tell me you're a Mason and you're going to come in here and claim it's a green screen. Twice. No, ain't no way I want to be downtown Nashville. I avoid that place. Did Carson leave? Oh, Mason knows what's up. I can't even tell anymore. Little Robert, though, I think some people come in here because they've been here before and they know that's kind of one of the things everybody's saying, and it's hard to tell the difference. So we don't hate on them. We just prove it. We got a dadgum chicken wing expert in here. All right, first of all, I don't like chicken wings because I go to a chicken wing place and I pay $20 to eat chicken wings, and then I've got to pay 20 more bucks to go eat somewhere because I'm hungry. But if I was to pick one, it would be the garlic parmesan. I don't. That's the thing. I don't dislike anything. I'm not one of the people that likes cars that can't stand Mustangs. I'm not a big fan of Mustangs, but every single time I get in one, I realize why people like them. And whenever I work on them, I realize why people like them. It's kind of like Metallica. I'll listen to Metallica, but I don't. Metallica, I'm sorry to hurt people's feelings, but that's just not the best band in the world. It's very simple what they play. I could do Lars's parts when I was probably 12 years old, but I can respect their part in the music business. And yeah, sometimes when I work out, I'll listen to Metallica, but best band ever, that would be a hard no. $51, what are you making us for dinner? I guess Carson left. Usually I do lives a little bit earlier, but there's been like a group of people that come in kind of regular, and we were talking about trying to get together at a car show somewhere because I'm in Tennessee, so I'm kind of central to most everything on the East Coast. But that would be cool if a bunch of us got together at a car show, and then you can come cook for us all. Appreciate it, Aiden. I also like these cars. Oh, you know what? I got a laser pointer. That's how I should start proving to people. I guess you can't really see that. Then I don't have to walk anywhere. Aiden, a lot of people come in here claiming it's a green screen, and they drop their green screen negativity, and then they leave, and they don't even give me a chance to prove it. Because usually I use that as an opportunity to get them to follow along to AuxAuto, my automotive nonprofit. That's a 501c3 tax-exempt nonprofit charitable organization in the state of Tennessee. And usually what I'll prove it to them as long as they follow along. But sometimes they don't even stick around long enough for that. There's too many Lambo kids that have a Lamborghini in their garage, and they're claiming to make you a multi-millionaire within 2 weeks. So I get it. J Boogie, I know it does, but I think it's because I've got a newer phone. It's not like the latest and greatest, but it's newer, and I think it focuses on the foreground, and the back's kind of lit up anyway. So it does look kind of fake. But I put a lot of time and effort and energy into these cars and the truck. And I got TikTok on one device, I got YouTube on the other. Suo, I think. Hello from the United States. Well, I think, Aiden, I think people still would call it fake because they would just say it's a green screen video. But that's what I'll start doing is, because I got a laser pointer, and what I'll just start doing is pointing at stuff. Then I don't have to keep walking back and forth, which I need to walk, but that's not the point. This one right here, no, it's still straight pipes. Straight pipe 1974 440. I'm just glad that it runs. But I've come to the conclusion that I think people that come in and they say it's a green screen and then dip, those are the ones that get roped into the people selling courses on TikTok and the people selling, to become an Amazon FBA affiliate marketing or whatever they do, or to do the, whatever the one-on-ones or whatever that crap is where they claim to, I don't know why. I've been harping on this for like 2 weeks because I've really done some deep dives into some of these kids that do this, and I've disproved them and their whole platform. And I wanted to make a video about it, but then I'm not really in the business of trying to harsh on somebody else's mellow. But at the same time, they're doing something that's legal, but you're kind of pulling on the heartstrings of people that are desperate. And that's the part that kind of frustrates me. So they're getting people to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars for these programs and these classes. And it's quite literally Just a bunch of BS. No, I don't want to say. Hey, but I'll sell you my course on how to get a General Lee. That's how ridiculous it is. Mitch over on YouTube, where's the Prowler? I don't have one. Affiliate marketing, that's another one. Man, I could go on for days about this because I was watching one of these kids. I don't even know if anybody wants me to go down this rabbit hole again. I've done it a few times when I was on here, but I was talking to one of them. They live in another country, and they're always bragging about how they moved from America, and they don't understand why anybody would want to live in America anymore. And they're overseas, and they're making all of this money doing this, selling digital products. That's the other one, digital products. Well, what do you sell? Digital products. It's like, well, so what is that? Well, you have to join my course to find out what it is. So I asked this guy with a quick Google search, plus with a little bit of knowledge already, I asked him what kind of visa he has, and he told me, and he's literally got the wrong visa to be making any kind of money in another country as an American citizen. And when I asked him about it, because I told him it's the wrong one, and he's like, oh, imagine somebody trying to tell somebody with a visa. And then I was like, well, imagine somebody who knows about that sort of thing. And then he blocked me, and then I couldn't comment anymore. Because everybody that's commenting in those digital products and faceless accounts and all of the stupid crap where you're making $30,000 a month, all of the people in those comments are people that are part of the program, and they're in there just try to hype up whoever you're watching. Like it's just it's a scam. It's a sham. It's fake, I tell you. Oh, there was another kid. I told him to show me your 1099. Prove it. Let's see your 1099 tax form. That shows you what you made that year as an independent contractor. Let me see it. Well, I don't want to do that. It's got personal information on it. And then they're like, "Well, here, look at my computer screen because it shows $30,000." Because what happens is, like, let's say 50 people, 500 people are trying to sell these digital products or whatever the stupid crap is, and they're all in like a group together. Because one of these kids even screwed up and said we. He said we sold $38,000 last week, and I was like, "Who's we?" Deleted. I was deleted. It just frustrates me that everybody's out there trying to make a living, trying to do something with their life, and then you got these scammy digital marketing products and faceless social media accounts and Amazon FBA affiliate and marketing and whatever, all the crap, and they're just preying on people who are trying to do something with their lives. It's frustrating. Yeah, Jay Boogie. It really, I mean, it's not technically a multi-level marketing thing, but it also is, but not technically. So I guess, people get away with it, but it's frustrating. Oh, and, oh man, I'm sorry. The one kid that does it, he's got a like a green Lamborghini in the background of it, and he's talking about having a cleaning business and having another business. Bentley, yeah, this is my actual garage, not like the scammers that I'm talking about that are trying to sell you a course. I don't even know if I want to get into. I do, but I don't know if anybody wants to listen to it. To the extent that I researched this one guy with the green Lambo. He's out in the Northwest. I'll think about it for a minute. My most sincere apologies. Bentley, yes, it still is. Still is my garage. No, Bentley, you're the winner. Because you're here. Appreciate it, Richie Rich. Nico, what do you mean cool green screen? It's not even green. It's orange and yellow and concrete and shelving and white and with lights on it. If you think this is a green screen, then for the love of everything holy, the kids trying to sell the courses with Lamborghinis in the background, please tell me you call them out too. I will, Bentley, but here's the thing, though. I'll go back there and touch one of the cars, but you got to follow along to AuxAuto, my automotive nonprofit. Basically, I pay the shop bills for people that can't afford to make their vehicles safe or operational. And I come on here to promote it, trying to get people to follow along and subscribe. I got TikTok over here. I got YouTube over here. And hopefully one day those subscriptions and follows turns into a way to pay for all these AuxAuto assists that I do. But I can absolutely touch a car. But you got to follow along to my automotive nonprofit. It is a 501c3 in the state of Tennessee, recognized by the IRS and the county and the city. Nico, I will. It's the thing. You got to follow along. I come out here and I showcase some of the things that I'm doing at my shop. But what I'm trying to do is build a network of people that can help people who depend on their transportation for getting through life. That's my goal. And then I come complain about people selling courses and doing one-on-one and doing affiliate marketing and Amazon FBA and all that other stupid crap. I detest it. I can't stand it. Just follow along. I don't come on here asking for money. I'm not selling courses. I'm not doing one-on-one. I'm not going to show you how to be an Amazon affiliate. I just want people to follow along to my thing that I'm doing. And hopefully one day I can turn that into a way to pay for all the cars that I fix. Yeah, Nico, that's it. I've done 15 AuxAuto assists so far to the tune of about $15,000. Like I said, I don't come on here asking for money. I don't drop my Venmo or my Cash App or anything. I just want to get people to follow along, and hopefully I can turn that into something. Nico, follow along. I tell you what. Here's one of the things that I've been trying to do. I got a laser pointer, right? Huh? Like, can't green screen that. Or I could just, walk back here and show you this one. I can put the laser pointer on the car. If I put the laser pointer on the car, then it's got to be real, right? It's got to be a real thing. TYOM on YouTube. Man, I can't pronounce any of these names on YouTube. I just walked back there. Are you serious? Are you serious? You want me to go sit on? You want me to go sit on the 74? Jay Boogie, this is okay. Like this one right here is the 74. You want me to sit on this one or go back here and sit on this one? That's the 68. I'm not dancing on the thing. Do I like? Do I have to do it for like 3 seconds, or is there like a time limit? Yeah, I should start doing it for gifts. Galaxies for sitting on cars for five. How about 3 seconds? Come on, if I sit on it for 1 second, surely that's going to prove that it's not a green screen, right? Yeah, the gummy bear. Did Casey Canes have a Dodge on it, or I thought would have had his sponsor, or was he a Dodge driver? Hold on, I gotta go sit. Hold on, I gotta go sit on a car. Okay, 1, 2, 3. I will have you know that I've been getting into AI a lot, so that could have been an AI video. Just so you know, Kaling, Fibio, CapCut. It's got some AI, pretty intense AI stuff in there. So it could not be real. We still don't know. See, I mean, I do, Nico. I do appreciate you playing along, though. Like, honestly, a lot of people come in here and they claim it's green screen and they just dip. But I do like to prove it, because it's not a green screen, but also I literally am, like, AuxAuto is a real nonprofit in the state of Tennessee. It's a tax exempt organization, and what I was explaining is what I'm trying to do. So it's fun. It's fun. Just turn it on. I can, but here's the problem, because when I was doing lives over the last couple of months, I haven't really been doing lives that long. But I would just start the cars every time somebody would ask. So I would end up starting these things like 4, 5, 6, 7 times a night. And I actually burned the starter out in the 68 and I had to replace it. So usually what I'll do is I'll go live for a couple of hours, and then at the end of it, I'll just go do a tour of all the cars. So sometimes I'll just give people a time, like, hey, I'm Central time zone. So maybe at 2 a.m. here, I'll just go take a tour of all of them. But that's the thing, man, like, I'll go start it now, and then somebody will come in like 2 minutes. They'll be like, hey, go start that car just this one time. And then in the course of a night, I've started the car 6 times. Then I end up burning the starter out or killing the battery. Well, man, you're in luck too, because there's a couple videos back where I start and I compare the exhaust from the 69 Charger with the 68 300, which is kind of interesting, because the 1969 Roadrunner has a 383 from 1969, and their compression ratios were a little bit different. The Charger has an engine from 1973 in it, after they detuned them for trying to get better gas mileage. But they have the same exhaust. They're not configured the same, but it's the same exhaust, the same glass packs put on by the same guy up in. Matter of fact, if you watch Vice Grip Garage, it is a volunteer muffler that Vice Grip Garage is a part owner in. But you can hear the difference between these two engines with the same exhaust on it. Which one, Luis? This is orange. Richie, I do too. I don't know if it's because of my childhood, But I'll put glass packs on my leaf blower. I don't know what it is, but I think it's just so authentically these cars that I like them so much. Matter of fact, the Charger had Flowmasters on it. Matter of fact, is there anybody else that thinks it's a green screen? Because I'm about to go get something out of the Charger. Yeah, that's the same thing. They're still glass packs. I tell you what, Richie, if you're still here, the next green screen naysayer that I have, I'll prove it to them, and I'll go pull one of the old Flowmasters because they're in the passenger seat of the Charger. I took the Flowmasters off because they were so mellow. I mean, the car sounded just like my old Chevy van running. And I took those off, and guy put glass packs on them. Plus, they'd be cold starts because I got out here late. Yeah, I like glass packs. Hi, little Robert. Welcome back, or welcome again. Let's get it going. Oh, I guess I'll have to okay, I don't know how that works. Cherry bombs, that's right. Roger, no. So I've got YouTube on one device and I got TikTok on the other. TikTok allows you to not mirror your image. YouTube doesn't allow you to do that. So everything is backwards. Unless I turn the camera the other way, it'd be the right way. But then I can't see the comments and stuff. But no, for real, it's the way it's supposed to be. It doesn't say 10. That's what I'm trying to say. Walk them down. Yeah, I like a Chevy Caprice. Big old ladies. I think if it was backwards and it was a 10, it'd be like, instead of the General E, it'd be like the General Dollar Tree. Yeah, Jay Boogie, it doesn't let you do the non-mirror thing, so I've got a General E with a 10. Little Robert, I'm still figuring that out because in the grand scheme of thing, I just don't have a whole lot of them. But one of them is these lives. I've had a lot of success of these lives of being able to communicate with people and answer questions and show cars and have some of, same people come in and also watching lives and commenting on people's lives. There's a guy who's kind of local to where I am. I started watching him. I mean, he only has 4 and 5 people in there every now and again, but he's literally living the American dream. He's a veteran, Army veteran, young guy, young family, sitting in his shop working on his cars with his wife and in the garage, and his kids just kind of playing around. And it's like that is what everybody wants. And so I started watching him and commenting on some of his videos and trying to support him, but it just kind of like a network of support, I guess. J Boogie, if there is, I don't know where it is. Yeah, go subscribe to Little Robert. He wants to go live. I don't remember how many it is. Is it 500? I did, honestly, I I made a video that basically said I'm trying to get enough subscribers to go or followers to go live. Like just make a video that says this is what I want to do, and a lot of people will follow just so you can get to that point because there's a lot of decent people out there. Is 1,000? Yeah, make a video saying I'm trying to get to 1,000 because I want to do lives. I did that on my music YouTube and my music TikTok, and I got up to the point where I can do lives. I think it's 500 because on my music one, I don't even think I have 500, but I can still do lives on there. Appreciate it. The Dominion. And if YouTube has a way to not mirror it, I don't know if it's a setting that you have to do outside of live, because I know that when you're in live, I don't have the ability to do that. Freeze dries candles or candies? Candies. Dang, Richie. How does somebody steal a channel? It's probably one of those people trying to sell a course. Appreciate it, Terry, following along to my automotive nonprofit. No, I don't have a whole lot of Ford parts. I don't have any Ford parts, except for I got a '93 Lincoln Mark 8. Yeah, that's unfortunate. That happened on Facebook. That happened in Northeast Ohio. Dukes. They're the ones that do all those General Lee jumps. They got their whole page stolen. They had hundreds of thousands of people on there, but they worked with Facebook, and I think they got it restored and got it fixed. Why, Randy? Why do you want me to touch your car? Wyatt and Randy, two. I got a twofer. Right now. I got a green screener and a naysayer. So what do I have to do? Once you follow along to my automotive nonprofit, which is AuxAuto, it's a 501c3 in the state of Tennessee, tax exempt organization. Follow along, and then what do I got to do? I got to touch the toolbox and then the car after you follow along. We'll be here. Well, what I'm doing here is I'm promoting my automotive nonprofit. I basically pay the shop bills for people that can't afford to make their vehicles safer operational. And I come in here and I showcase some of my projects at my shop, at my place that I call Auxland, the automotive complex. And I try to get people to subscribe and follow along so one day it can pay for all of these things, all these cars that I'm fixing. It'll pay for it. But here's the thing, though. It's not a green screen. I own these cars. I have the titles to them. I have a laser pointer here that can actually point to the cars. I shall, Wyatt, but I will do under one condition. Here's the thing, though, Wyatt. I'm not trying to sell you a course. I'm not trying to do a one-on-one. I'm not trying to do affiliate marketing. I'm not doing Amazon FBR. I'm not doing any of that stupid crap. I'm not dropping my Cash App. I'm not doing my Venmo. I'm not asking you for anything except for your support. I know it's not a green screen. The 2,000 other people that thought it was a green screen that now know that it's real also know it's not a green screen. But here's the deal, though. If you follow along, I go touch a car, but then you gotta, I guess you can unfollow later on, but Montana State doesn't believe it either. I just want to know that you're gonna support me trying to fix everybody else's car. So for the ones that depend on it, for going to school, going to work, going to medical appointments, that I can fix their cars. It doesn't work like that, Montana State. I mean, you could literally go to my TikTok and go through them, and all of these cars are in there. I'm driving some of them. Matter of fact, the last one that I put on YouTube was me talking about this toolbox. Appreciate the teeny zany. Wyatt, I just want your follow. That's all I want. The laser pointer. Oh, you did already? Did I miss it? If you did, then sorry. Which one do you want me to touch? And how do you want me to touch it? Huh? I've had that toolbox since the late 90s. My parents got that for me. They got that for me as a Christmas gift in like 1996, or 1996. And a lot of the tools that are in there I still have. Matter of fact, that was the toolbox that I used to take apart this 69 300 for the, geez, man, I'm losing it here. The 69 383 that came out of this charger for the first time back in the late 90s. I mean, Wyatt, I have been experimenting with AI here lately. I got an AI generated 383. I got all the rest of the parts over here. I even got the, this goes in the charger. That's right, Richie. They got a 3D AI green screen. Or combined, it's like 5D. Right now in the charger, I've got a 440 out of a 1973 RV in there. It's just it's a cruiser right now. I should just wrap the charger up and make it look like a Chevelle. Hey, Jay Boogie. I'm a high-tech redneck. All them computer skills. Gamer King, I'm not rich. I just make dumb financial decisions. Actually, they're not. That's one of the things. Like people go out and they buy these projects, and everybody thinks you're just throwing money at them, and the money's just going to waste. I mean, if you're working on a Honda Civic and you put 10 grand into it, yeah, that's probably a waste. But all of these cars, every single project card that I have, I bought it for way less than it's worth now. And in my opinion, that's an investment. Maybe I should invest in that 5D green screen. Zippy Zaps. I don't know, is it? Appreciate it, One Short. No, it is not a 4x4, Richie, but the parts truck that I got is a 4x4, and it has 4x4 parts in it that somebody that was on a live about a month ago was interested in. And they were supposed to message me because I don't need anything else on that truck. Everything that I got off of the parts truck is in this one, and it starts and it runs. And I was literally like, if that's something you need, I mean, AuxAuto, my whole thing is to provide people with things that they need automotively. And even if it's a project car, I mean, I'd strike up a deal for sure, because I don't need the other things on that Ford. And I mean, I could get it to them for just about the cost of driving there. Go kiss a car, prove them wrong. Go make out with your Dodge. I don't even know how to pronounce your name, but if you follow along to my automotive nonprofit AuxAuto, I basically fix cars for people that can't afford to make them safe or operational. I will go do something that's not against my values and morals to prove that it is not fake. I will, but the thing is you got to follow along. I wanted to go get one of the Flowmasters out of the Charger, and I will do that. But I'm just waiting. Hey, look, I'm not selling you a course. I'm not asking you for money. I'm not doing a one-on-one. I'm not selling you Amazon FBA stupid crap. I'm not doing the stupid courses that everybody's doing on here. I just want you to follow along and support my automotive nonprofit. Richie, I really do like that idea. Like, in order for me to go prove it, that you got to send what's one of the gifts that's like one of the popular ones? If you follow, I mean, I'm not going to follow along to my thing. Oh, J Buggy, I think yeah. It is. I get it. But I was going to go get one of the old Flowmasters out of the Charger. But that's the thing, though. So if you don't believe me and you follow along, I'll prove it. David, artificial intelligence ain't nothing intelligent about anything going on here. I can promise you that. I will, Grump. I'll go get one of the Flowmasters out of there. I was waiting for the that other. I don't know how to pronounce their name because it was just a bunch of characters. But I look like somebody with long hair. No R. Can't be using that R. It's a Charger. I can start it, but here in a little bit. I don't have a NASCAR battle. I would like to have a NASCAR. Where'd they go? Was it a she? I don't even know her name. I think the jacket's actually just like a promo jacket, like a reproduction promo jacket, but it's pretty nice. Luke, also, if you think this is a green screen, Do you subscribe to the people that are selling courses that have Lamborghinis in the background? Just curious. Man, I'll prove it. I got to get I was going to get one of the Flowmasters out of the Charger. But the deal is you got to follow along. Aloha, Maui. You got to subscribe to it. Yeah, same thing. That's the thing. That's the other thing about these Lamborghini kids in the courses. Like they're literally trying to tell you that you can be like me. But you look through that, you see right through that, and you're like, who wants to be like this kid? They're just full of crap. Wyatt, I thought we already went through this charade. We've been through the charade. It's all real. It's not fake. I do look like I would own a NASCAR jacket. And a NASCAR. Well, welcome, Wyatt. That's the deal, though. I mean, if you follow along and you doubt me, then I'll prove it. If you follow and doubt me and tell me what you want me to do to prove it and it doesn't violate my moral code of conduct, then yeah, I'll do it. What up, Zippy Zach? How about I go get one of the old Flowmasters out of it? Especially in the long run, Pirate, because these ones retain their value. These are the Flowmasters that I took off the Charger and put glass packs on it. And boy, am I glad that I did, because it sounds so much better. Those dudes were a little too mild for this guy. Plus, I just really like glass packs. It's a 69 watt. The 68, 9, and 70s had kind of a similar body style, if that's what you're talking about. The 66 and 67 were the early Chargers. They were based on the Coronet. It was like a Coronet hatchback. But in 68, they... oh, Spicy, you got it. You the real one. I agree, David. Serge, I think it is over on YouTube. So I got TikTok over here and I got YouTube. Hello, Serge, if that's how you say your name. If not, I do apologize. I'm not the most skilled in linguistics. Oh yeah, that's another one. I got a friend that's got a Hemi. No, he's got a Hemi Super B. Also at I'm on Central Time Zone, so here in about 5 minutes. I'm going to do a little walk around. I'm going to sign off on YouTube and then on TikTok. Exclusive right here on AuxAuto's TikTok channel. We're going to do an exclusive walk around the shop and show some of the cars that I've got here at Auxland, the automotive complex that houses AuxAuto, the automotive nonprofit that provides financial mechanical assistance to people that depend on their transportation for a living, where I basically pay the shop bills for people that can't afford to make their vehicles safe or operational. I come on here and I showcase some of my vehicles and hope that you follow along and support my cause. Oh, General Lee just hanging out there, Chance, just chilling. YouTube, it's only 2 where I am, Central Time, but yeah, I'm getting a little sleepy. That's why we're gonna walk around here and showcase some of the vehicles that I got, the projects that I'm working on, or at least the ones in here. I've got a couple other ones out in other structures out here at Auxland, the automotive complex that houses AuxAuto, the automotive nonprofit. Maui, it's like noon where you are, isn't it? Probably like, what, 12 or 11? Spicy, I'm in Tennessee. The nighttime is the right time. Dang, that's crazy. Maui's out in in Maui. Maui's got a Generally also. Y'all should go check his car out. He's got a Generally in Maui. Mr. Helper, I'm going to have to go with F1 on that one because I don't even know what IMSA is. All-time favorite car, 1990 Chevy Suburban. Yeah, 392. I'm about to in like 1 minute because I'm going to sign off on, I got TikTok on one device. I got YouTube on the other. I'm about to sign off on YouTube and then kind of take a stroll around there and look at them before I sign off for the night. Yeah, H Hunter. I did a little research on that too. I don't know where that came from. Maybe it was contacts on TikTok. I'm not sure. But hey, we're friends now. Speaking of friends, exclusively on TikTok, we're going to take a walk around some of these cars. I say a lot of the things about the cars the same every single time. So if it's repetitive, I'm sorry, but I'm trying to invoke the interest of new folks. So sorry if that's boring, but I'm going to sign off on YouTube. If you want to go over on TikTok, I'm on AuxAuto on TikTok. And then once we go over check out some of the cars, I'm going to sign off there. But YouTube, thanks for hanging out.